Bill O'Reilly here, Tuesday, October 1st, 2019. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening across our nation. Congress subpoenas Rudy Giuliani for documents relating to the Ukraine. 10 House Democrats currently oppose impeachment, but just 10. Research shows modern politics playing a negative role on Americans' health. Iran says new missiles make the destruction of Israel achievable. California to allow college athletes to play for money. Also, I had the message of the day, how President Trump must handle the impeachment situation. But first, Democratic lawmakers issuing new subpoenas to Rudy Giuliani demanding documents from the president's personal attorney related to his contacts with senior Ukrainian officials. The effort part of the latest push by House Democrats to remove Donald Trump from the White House. Similar requests were sent to Secretary of State Pompeo and other officials. The subpoenas are likely to be challenged. Just 10 Democrats in the House of Representatives currently resisting impeachment. Lawmakers need a simple majority in the House to endorse articles of impeachment that then would be sent to the Senate for trial. This, of course, can change very rapidly based on information that comes forth. We'll have more in the message of the day. Research from the University of Nebraska shows the modern political environment having a bad impact on Americans' health. Study finds 40% of Americans say the 24-hour news cycle is a major cause of stress. 20% of the folks say they get fatigued, and 4% admit to suicidal thoughts. A top Iranian general claims his country's latest missile technology now makes the destruction of Israel, quote, an achievable goal. The leading commander of the Revolutionary Guard telling reporters they have the capacity to destroy the imposter Zionist regime should the USA attack the Islamic Republic of Iran. Well, if Israel is ever attacked, a world war would result. California officials publicly defying the National College Athletic Association, NCAA. Governor Gavin Newsom signing new legislation that would allow student athletes to hire agents and make money through endorsement deals. The law is set to take effect in 2023. Critics say the introduction of money could corrupt college sports. In a moment, what President Trump must do to combat impeachment mania. Right back with it. Bill O'Reilly here with an important message. If you're a listener to this program, you may know how much I love dogs. Today, let's talk about something I care about very much. There are thousands of abandoned animals in the USA, and these animals need your help. This is why I have partnered up with Delta Rescue, the largest no-kill, care-for-life animal sanctuary in the world. Delta Animal Sanctuary is a one-of-a-kind rescue operation because they care for the animals for life. They're staffed by specially trained attendants who look after the animals, providing them with water, treats, toys, and affection. For more information on Delta's tax-saving estate planning vehicles, please go to the website deltarescue.org/bill. It lays out all you need to know about growing your estate through tax savings, which can help you build the size of your estate while letting your compassion for animals live well on into the future. Donate online today at deltarescue.org/bill. That's deltarescue.org/bill. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day, the latest on the impeachment mania and what President Trump must do. As the gallows are being designed by the hate Trump media, the nation learns from the Wall Street Journal that Secretary of State Pompeo may have been on the Trump call with the president of Ukraine in July. Well, so what? Pompeo is the top foreign policy guy. The New York Times tells us that President Trump may have discussed the Mueller report with the Australian Prime Minister, possibly asking him about an Australian citizen involved in the bogus dossier thing. Again, so what? If I were president, I'd ask foreign leaders for any information they might have about corruption, and the dossier is a prime example of that. Wouldn't you? But the hate Trump media, which is now driving the impeachment hysteria, is framing both of those minor stories as something very heinous. The press is also deifying the whistleblower, and we still don't know what the whistleblower's motives are. We do know he hired 3 lawyers and is not paying them. So who is? Impeachment, of course, is an extreme action meant to protect the nation from a criminal president. In 1868, Andrew Johnson was impeached. Lawmakers claimed he violated the Tenure of Office Act by removing Secretary of State Edwin Stanton. His trial in the Senate was very close, 35-19. A single vote kept him from being booted from office. Then, in October 1998, Bill Clinton was impeached. Lawmakers in the House claiming he lied under oath, committed obstruction of justice in the Lewinsky case. The vote on perjury in the House, 228 yes, 206 no. Obstruction of justice, 221 yes, 212 no. So, there was a trial in the Senate. On the perjury, it was 45 senators saying yes, 55 no. Obstruction of justice, 50-50, but there was not a 2/3 vote to remove the president, so Bill Clinton survived. As for President Trump, there is no clear wrongdoing in the public arena up to this point, but Mr. Trump is making a big mistake by sending surrogates on TV to defend him in the Ukraine matter. And then he tweets all day about it. He is becoming the featured act in the impeachment circus. So here's what the president should do. Address the nation. Look into the television camera and explain why he made the call to the Ukrainian president and what kind of information he is seeking, even now. The President of the United States is a chief law enforcement officer in the land. It is his job to uncover corruption. By the way, the real reason Donald Trump made the call to Ukraine in the first place is explained in my new book, The United States of Trump. And that's the message of the day. Tonight on BillO'Reilly.com, we'll read a lot of your mail on the impeachment thing. We'll also get you the inside story on Elizabeth Warren. See you at 7 on BillO'Reilly.com. Up next, something you might not know. You've been hearing about gold all over the news. Prices continue to climb. Not surprising. Experts warning a recession could happen. But pay attention to the banks. Some of them ran out of cash last Monday night and had to borrow money from the Federal Reserve. Since last week, more than $500 billion has been printed and given to the banks just so they could stay in business. Sound familiar? Remember in 2008 when the Fed had to bail out the banks? Well, it's happening again. Americans are looking for stability, and many are turning to gold and precious metals as a way to protect their savings and retirements. That's why I recommend that you contact American Hartford Gold Group now to learn more. To get you started, American Hartford Gold Group will gift you a free silver coin. No purchase necessary. All you have to do is call them. 877-444-GOLD. That's 877-444-GOLD. So please give them a call today to claim your free coin. Available for a limited time only. 877-444-4653. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. We're currently living through the worst drug crisis in American history, and many don't even know it. Major cities, rural areas, suburban towns, all devastated by substance abuse. Every day, more than 130 Americans die from opioid overdoses, that number tripling since 1990. Alcoholism, also a major problem, 90,000 deaths per year from booze. In 1999, 16,000 Americans died from drug overdoses that year. The number now, 63,000, and it's more than that. Some families don't report cause of death. So how is this affecting communities across the country? Well, the cost is steep. It starts in chaotic homes where 1 in 5 children grow up with a parent who has a substance problem. 80% of child abuse involves alcohol or drug use. Children of addicted parents also are prone to marital problems themselves, the divorce rate tripling in the past 3 decades. If that doesn't sound bad enough, life expectancy is falling for 3 consecutive years in America. 2 of the biggest contributing factors, drug overdoses and liver disease caused by drinking. Economists say substance abuse causes $120 billion in lost productivity, incarceration, premature mortality, hospitalization, rehab, all hitting us in the pocket while debilitating the workforce. The U.S. Department of Labor reports 65% of on-the-job accidents are drug and alcohol related. In 2017, half of all unemployed men in America were addicted. As a nation, there's an economic burden to bear, of course. The CDC estimates opioid abuse is an $80 billion a year problem. Alcohol abuse, $250 billion. After declaring a public health emergency in 2017, the Trump administration secured $6 billion in new funding. The largest online distributor of drugs was shut down, and customs agents have captured more than 2,300 pounds of the deadly drug fentanyl. The solution? Talk to your children. Tell them substance abuse and intoxication is bad. Tell them every day. Back after this. Millions of Americans have been diagnosed with cancer or a serious illness. If you are one of them and money is a problem, you're not alone. It's simple. If you own a life insurance policy of $100,000 or more, then Life Guide Partners can evaluate your coverage for free to see if you qualify for cash now when you need it the most. Be ready to take down this number. If you own a life insurance policy of $100,000 or more and you are living with a serious illness, then Life Guide Partners can evaluate your coverage free to see if you qualify for cash now. So write this number down, 1-888-GUIDE-50. Totally free to call. Get rid of those insurance premiums. Stop paying them. Consider turning that life policy into cash. The number again, 1-888-GUIDE-50. 1-888-484-3350. 1-888-GUIDE-50. Call now. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.